Hey everyone, it is another week of top decks, and yeah, there was some big news this week, but who cares? That means nothing was affected. There'll be more decks in the future, and we don't have to worry about that because it's locals, right? This is locals. This isn't VMC or some big tournament, or maybe it is, but we'll see. But it's locals, so we can start by looking at all the things that topped at locals this week, and see if there's any trends that have been changing. Or things that are interesting, or do we see another Eradicator deck? Because
I mean, it's not gonna be all Gurgit mirrors, so.
I mean, if we like this format, there's only a few weeks left because Bermuda then comes in, and all we'll see is like fishes, maybe. But I mean, remember it's locals; anything's gonna happen. So let's just start, right? We can already see the first thing here we see is our good friend, Gold Paladin Gurgit. The G-Boy.
Yep. And with like a high count of grade 3s, this is what we like to see. I think this is...
I mean, if you're not max slashing by now, this is the third week of Gurgitting. If you're not max slashing, you're probably doing it wrong.
Yep.
And we can see this guy is doing it right. He has 3 max slashes. Definitely the trend that is, we like to see. Max slash.
I think if you don't max slash, you sort of lose out to the other.
Yeah, you're not maxing. Actually, you're minimizing it yourself. So good job. Next, we'll go through all the Gold Paladins kind of now. Next one, we have another one. This guy's running fronts, a rainbow trigger build, and but he's got some weird stuff. He's got this. He's got these. Is it the battalion dragon?
Yep, that's the discard 2 comes to play, gets 20k and crit.
Yeah, so battalion lance dragon. That's right. He's got a bit more weird stuff here that you can get away with, I guess, in local. So I guess call this guy out. Pretty annoying. Gets fat. Gets 20k. It's got this other mule. Pretty much the same idea. Just soul blast 1 when it comes in by an effect plus 10k. It's 17 by itself. Okay, that's nice. You're actually using your soul for something rather than not using it.
If it's early game and like your opponent has crap hand, you can just like kill them.
You know why I think he's running these cards? Because he can't afford Wonder Ezzles.
He didn't find one.
Yeah, can't afford Wonder Ezzles. Put other random stuff in your deck. Well, Sagro, is Sagro more expensive now? I don't know. Feels like it could get more expensive, but yeah. Moving on to another Gold Paladin deck. Bam! This guy only runs 1 max slash. That's the one thing I want to highlight here. This is like a one.
It's like you're doing. I think you're doing most things right here, except for that. Yeah, that.
I think 2 max slash is better than 1.
3 is better than 2.
3 is better than 2, but I don't know if I go 4. I think 4 is pushing it.
3 is a good amount.
Yeah, 3 or 2 is a good amount. 1, you're kind of halfway there.
Yeah.
You gotta take the next step.
Into it. Yeah.
Take that step. Take the leap of faith. Next one. This one we see Kaiden and holes. Right. So it's actually interesting. No max slash, but I can forgive them because Kaiden kind of fills that role. Right?
Yeah. You want that extend, like you just want to extend how many attacks you can do in a battle. So.
Yes. And I mean the 1 hole is just there. Like I guess if you get it, you're fine. Yeah. It just helps you recover your hand a bit. But if you want to push, the Kaidens are pushing. And Kaidens can keep on pushing by getting more Kaidens, right? Like, who cares about hand?
You might want to play more copies, but yeah, it's just really hard to justify the slot. Feels the grade 1 slot is quite rigid. You still want to obviously write Gurgit, so you can't sacrifice the other bits.
We only won like 2 Jeffreys, but you never hit Jeffreys anyway. Who cares? Right? Yeah, screw Jeffrey. Next one we have is another Gold Paladin. This guy's only running 1 Kaiden though, so it's like less Kaiden-y than the other one.
He doesn't run max slash.
Yeah, so if we were to put it in terms of the Gurgit max slash deck, he's only running 1 max slash pretty much.
Yeah. So I don't know what he's doing.
So he's halfway there, but not at the end yet.
Quite.
It's not quite. But like Kaiden, seeing a Kaiden is good. It's better than seeing just your standard issue of Gurgit. Moving on, we have our friends from Singapore. This guy has gone the Ezzle route, man. Ezzles. Okay, this is what people have been hyping out in the beginning of the format. Like, if we could superiorite our Ezzle, we can get more Excel circles early. And then pop off early. He's running some nice, cool tech, So the Bowmains, can turn into a Gareth. It's superior chord, right? Yeah.
I mean, it's another form of extension. Yeah. You can call more units in battle phase. So you go like Wonder Bowmains, Yeah, I think this can work. I can
Yeah,
see this
one copy of Kaiden as well for the extender. It's like the nice thing about Bromains is that if he's called by an effect, he becomes 12k.
Yes,
so he hits numbers.
Right,
hits numbers. So seems pretty cool. From Singapore as well. So good to see. Good to see. And then moving on, we have this guy. Deck looks pretty standard. No max slashes, which is a minus. But the main interest from this deck is 4 crits. That's it.
It's like he goes with a no null route.
So, well, if you think about it this way, if all you think you're gonna fight against are Gurguits, then nulls are crap, right?
Yeah,
because
that's true.
nulls take 2 cards.
Yep.
Extra 10k, extra push power.
Yep.
I think it's correct. You just lack the draw, but who cares?
You have enough hand and but no max slash. So I
Max
don't know.
slash, no,
I think
it's like this. No max slash. Thumbs down, boys. Next, we're moving on to Agravain. So everyone's been talking about Agravain. Like, man, if Agravain and Percival are in the same deck, that is like the maximum turbo.
Yes, but
this deck has no Percival. I think he might know we're watching. He's put max slash in, so we have to give this deck props, right?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I think this is something that can be explored a bit further. But,
I feel like there should be a Percival somewhere here, but he's running this other grade 3 that
gets stacks up your soul.
Yes, he's like a grade 3 Aglavale, gets 10k and bounces back to hand, and gets like 10k shield when you call him. So I guess it's kind of interesting, but overall, yes, I'm missing the Percivals. I'd like to see it, but dude, it's Agravain. I haven't seen Agravain in a while, right? Because it's all been Gurguts.
Maybe he thought he got hit. No,
yeah. Come on, guys. It's locals. Just bring what you want. Bring what you want.
Plays Wonder Ezel still.
Yeah, it's still Wonder Ezel. GG. Alright, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the Luards. Now, people have been saying we haven't seen Luard in a while.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you some Luards. As you can see, not much has changed, except this guy is running bats.
Yep.
So I don't know what else to say about this deck.
There's 4 knees.
Knees, yes.
Knees.
They've replaced the brand of the knees. Now, this is something that's been interesting because I think one of the VMCs was won by a guy playing knees, and the knees feels like it's
sort of catching up.
Yeah, it's like a kind of anti-Gurguit tech or better matchup against the
sort of, yeah.
the shadows in a way.
I guess that's one thing with Luard that you can adapt your grade 1 lineup depending on the meta, sort of.
Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty good. Is it nice to see Luard again? I don't know. Like, if you've been seeing a lot of Gurguit,
it sort of felt nostalgic.
Everyone's been discounting this deck now, but I don't think you should discount it.
It's still
pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Next Luard deck we have is a guy who has a bit more money, but again, he's got the bats, he's got the knees.
Yeah.
So I think it's the correct way. He's got 4 draws. I've seen like 10 crit builds, which was kind of like
it's a bit
interesting, you know.
Yeah, I think
lack of better word, but I think this is doing 7 grade 2, so he's kind of pushing it a bit. He's kind of pushing it, really relying on that knees to search the cards that you want.
Yep.
What do you think? Yeah. Luard? Same old, same old?
Sort of same old, but basically your deck build is limited on like what grade 1's available in the card pool, and I don't think there are better ones.
I think the bats are kind of interesting because they let you control your opponent's damage better, which is nice.
And against Gurguit, that's sort of
pretty good.
Yeah, it's
you,
pretty
you don't want to give them that 1 damage for the defensive play if they need it or not. Alright, so moving on to the next Luard deck, we have another Luard deck. We got Claret Sword, okay? Claret Sword, got the PR. We're waiting on that. I don't think we're ever going to get it, unfortunately. But Claret doing the work.
Cards.
It's pure ride engine as well, built in, so just to get there faster. And yeah, not much to say. Claret coming back, it's not a Luard.
This is refreshing.
Yeah, welcome to locals, man. This is what you see at local.
You too can do this.
Yeah, you too. No, you can't, because you don't have
you don't have to
Look at all these crits, man. He's got these, it's like... Does he even have
this lineup?
There's like 1 null here and 3 30k crit, and this is like max crit.
Max crit, yeah. This is like
the Claret way.
Go first, go burr.
The Claret, okay. I think this is the last Shadow Paladin. Let's move on to Aqua Force. Aqua Force. So, Thabis. Now, again, PR card here just does a lot of work. If you're building this in English, replace this PR with Agius, right? Your grade 2 lineup is like Agius, then Dennis, and then Coral Assault. Unfortunately,
it's workable, but not ideal.
Yeah, not the best form of Aqua Force. unlucky, but yeah, that's what you get for playing Aqua Force. Next we have Maelstrom. Maelstrom.
This one you can build in English, can't you?
Yes, I think you can. I know a lot of people have been hyping up Maelstrom quite a lot because they're like, wow, instead of playing Thavis, I could play Glory Maelstrom with its stupid effect that I don't know why they decided like that and just get crits and lots of drive checks. So yeah, if you are Aqua Force, I think Maelstrom is actually better than Thavis.
You don't even have to buy that many new cards.
Yeah, I mean, just make sure you have the Maelstrom. I know Maelstroms are very expensive though, because I think it's from a set that wasn't printed very well. But yeah, just I mean, if you like Aqua Force, nothing can stop you. All right, nothing can stop you.
Flip triggers, one shot.
Just go for it, boys. Next we have Vanquishers. So Vanquisher. I think the interesting evolution of Vanquisher is that they're running less Voltic Shred Dragon and trying to put in things like Chos and Phoenixes. Like this guy tried to fit in Phoenix. So less kind of cards to bind from hand because I think they're like discovering the perfect amount of numbers.
I think before they had a bit too many cards that binds, but
yeah, I mean
enough bind targets.
You could reach situations where you deck out with Narukami, you just draw so much. So yeah, I think they're starting to figure out the correct amount of numbers, and it's basically just kind of a slow progression of getting the maximizing the deck potential. Right?
It's just like it was getting too fast. So
all right, next Narukami you have is we've got the Vanquisher.
That's one card I really like. That order. I think that's a perfect card for Narukami.
Strong Arm Book.
You build so much soul with this deck, and
you don't even use that much CB. So
that as well. Yep,
it's perfect. I know we've seen a lot of decks just running one of this card. It's just nice to get you those extra cards that you need. This guy's got the 4 Voltic Shred, so he's still got that old idea going. 4 Chitura, 4 Dragoons. Yep. So it's pretty. I think it's kind of standard, but it's it still has 8 draw. 8 draw as well. So this guy just wants to really deck out, right? He really wants to deck out. But yeah, so 8 draw is a relic from the previous generation of Narukami, but now featuring more draw.
The games don't go that long anymore, so
you don't deck out.
Yeah,
you just draw a billion cards and hopefully you win, right?
Yep. You just
slam down your hand, lots of cards and win. All right, so next Narukami you have, this guy
runs 2 Chowo and 3 Phoenix.
Yeah, so again, we can start seeing them try to incorporate these cards into the deck. It's got rainbow triggers as well, fronts and crits. I'm not too much of a huge fan of rainbow triggers, but
I think personally it's fine. It keeps your opponent like guessing. If you go to a tournament, especially like locals, like could be anything, and they're like, oh man.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, no. Well, again, we can see they're trying to incorporate more of the Chos and the Phoenixes. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, in the beginning, I think they were wondering if they want to cut them out. They were cutting more of them out, but now they're putting them back in.
It's just some value cards, you know.
I mean, it's on the restricted list. It has to be good, right?
Oh yeah. It still stays in the restricted list.
It still stays, so you know it's definitely good.
So it's better than the other 3.
Next, we have another Vanquisher again, just showing off the Churro. Looks very similar to the previous list, except the image quality on this is just way better.
Yep.
But yeah, so pretty much just the same thing. We'll quickly move on to the next one, I think. And we've got this guy is ghetto style Nomad, but he's running the PR. So this PR is kind of interesting. Not many people play this PR. I think this is the first time I've really seen it.
Yeah, you probably had to look it up. What does it do?
It just at the end of the battle, if your opponent is going through a high, they're forced to move something from the back row to the front row, and you also bind a card from your hand.
Okay, you bind a card in battle phase. So
yeah, so it does that function, but also gets rid of your opponent's annoying cards that are sitting in their back. But I guess there's just like not much space for it. Like I guess like there are a lot of good grade 2s that you want to run.
You can play Cho'o.
Yeah, this guy's not running Cho, so that's probably what he cut for it. The Voltic Shreds. So yeah, it's interesting. 6 draws, 6 crit, pretty standard there. Next we have is it's our weekly Eradicator deck.
Gotta have one.
Like, okay, so there is something to say about Gauntlet Buster. Someone has asked, like, is it a good idea to run Gauntlet Buster now that we have an Excel heavy meta in Narukami? If you're running Eradicator, sure, because that is the only card skip, but you don't have much choice, right? But putting Gauntlet Buster into your Vanquish deck, I think is definitely the wrong move, because you're basically nerfing your deck for the possible matchup that you might face, and it's actually just not even that. They don't really care, right? It's like, against Excel, this card is good in a vacuum, but against the deck as a whole, I'm nerfing myself to do something to my opponent, and it might not even do that much damage to my opponent anyway.
Yeah, because so in a way, like by you playing it, you're already playing into your opponent.
That's
Like,
exactly
so-
right. Yeah. Like, what are you going to cut? Are you going to cut Jagged Shot? No, Jagged Shot
Jagged
is
Shot
amazing.
way
You're already removing their field anyway
Yes.
because you have so much removal,
Yep.
right? So yeah, you're not cutting Jagged Shot. You're not cutting any of your Vanquishes, so there's nothing you can cut. So you're gonna have to cut grade 1s and 2s.
And it's useless against some matchups.
Yeah, it's just useless against some. So don't put Gauntlet Busters in your deck, even though if you think everyone's playing Go-Good. If you really want to play Gauntlet Busters, you can play Eradicators and be the weekly guy that tops in the world. The
And we
Eradicators.
keep featuring you.
Yeah, we can feature you. Moving on, we have Genesis. So another Eradicators. This one's really hitting it off. Himiko Regalia, use Himiko, stack crits on Regalia, Yggdrasil, see your Yggdrasil, restand the Yggdrasil,
6/6.
bye-bye.
Yep.
Yeah, bye-bye, see you later. So yeah, Regalia is really doing a lot of work, and that's correct, because restanding stuff is good.
Yep.
Restanding
And like
stuff is
controlling damage is also good, especially
Yep.
against Gurgit.
Yep. Next we have is Fenrir. Now we haven't seen a lot of Fenrirs.
Wow, this guy's brave.
Yeah, Fenrirs, because just like Himiko is like better.
Yeah.
But the Vanguard can I think it's stack triggers as well.
Yeah, that's true.
And you've got certain other cards that can stack, like the PR stacks. So overall, it's not as bad as you would think to play Fenrir's. Fenrir lets you tutor, makes you an extra attack, gets power. So this is for Korea, by the way. This is Evelove. Evelove
Okay, that's nice.
stuff. And then yeah, so I don't know, like people have been talking about where are the Fenrirs, where are the Fenrirs. Here's the Fenrir. Here's the Fenrir, boys. I mean, we've seen the Astral Poets, we've seen the Regalias and the Himikos.
Yep.
Now we're here to show you the Fenrirs. Locals.
Well, I guess with Fenrir you have to buy it first. With
Yeah.
Himiko you already have all of the cards.
So here, and then lastly for the Genesis we have
It's another one. Oh.
Fenrir, but no Regalia. So this guy went. I don't
know.
want to say like. Without the Regalia, where is your finish? You have the Vanguard, but like the Regalia restands.
Yeah,
And
so
restanding's pretty good. Alright.
I don't know why you're stacking your deck for.
Yeah. So I mean you can still hit triggers, so I mean, that's not bad. But like I don't know, I like the Regalia builds better than this. This is but I mean if you just wanna if you're too ported by Regalias, I don't know, is that a thing? Or you just have a bunch of old stuff and you
Are they
really
that expensive? No, they're not.
I don't think so. They're triple R. I don't. Well, it's not out in English yet. So yeah, we wouldn't. In English, they're always. But if you're poor, I guess it's pretty good because I'm pretty sure these cards are pretty cheap.
You can probably get it off for free from someone.
Yeah, get it off for free from someone. All right, so now we have to move on to other stuff. We have Angel Feathers. Right, Angel Feathers is a new core.
Nociel.
We've seen a lot of Gavriels before.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing Nociels or Nociels. Nociel.
Nociels.
So this is basically kind of the ideal no-seal list that people have been experimenting with. No-seal needs soul.
Yep.
Guess what gives soul? Scaling Angel gives soul. PR gives soul. Soul problems resolved.
Yep.
Right. And you've got the two. So this Hygienist Angel, I think, you just gets massive power. Your standard bunch win the game. So pretty much no-seal in a nutshell. Probably a cheap deck as well, but I think everyone's hiding the Holy Seraph to get damage. Next we have another Gavriel deck now.
Whoa.
So Gavriel decks have been slowly evolving. I mean, we've been talking about a lot of crap about Gavriels and how people still run hospitals.
Yep, don't run hospitals.
And people have been still running heals. But now, as we're looking through locals, there are less and less of those lists. And even if we see a hospital deck, we're like, see you later, man.
Yeah.
If you want to be featured, don't run.
That's like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but we can see here, they're moving a lot more to no heals and just more offensive options. This guy's running 11 crits and 1 draw. And he's just gone up to like 4 no seals as well just to get that damage in.
Wait, hold on. That's like 15 crits, isn't it?
Oh no, sorry, 15 crits.
15 crits.
15 crits, that's right.
Heal triggers.
Yes. Heal trigger, we don't
You're
need...
healing with Angel Fader?
I was thinking in Vanguard 0 where they don't have 16 triggers. no, this guy, went full out. He's on 15 crits, sorry, my bad.
And 12 grade 3s.
12 grade 3s, yes. I mean, people were running 11 before because they only run 3 no seal, but now you have 4, so you can just absolutely never get damage denied, right? Never get damage denied. You're always hammeling.
And you have that grade 2, I think that's the one that gets boost and power.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you get a fat boost.
Yep. So you just make your, what's her name?
Hamiels.
Like,
smash them.
Yeah, for
Smash
like 4
the crap
damage.
Yeah. Smart it is, Gavriels. Next we have is another Gavriel deck.
Which is very similar.
Yeah, it's got the 4 thing.
Oh, wait, hold on.
The trigger
Is this
light?
the same the deck?
Maybe. Angel Feather? Is it? Maybe it's the same thing. Hang on. It looks like just like the exact same deck, eh?
Looks awfully similar, but maybe it is. Maybe
But this
not.
guy has a Gauntlet Buster mat, and this guy has a Raging Form mat.
Yeah, but everyone has like 10 billion mats.
Maybe
so.
the guy like either net decked the other guy, or they just like it's just they have the same list because it's not exactly too hard to build the exact same list.
And this is quite ideal.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good. They're really ticking on now about the correct way to build the deck, right? Unless this is a heal. This isn't a heal, right? Is it?
And what's the shield? 15k, 20k? I can't tell.
I can't see. Oh wait, the guy riding the same thing? Oh no, it's a crit.
It's a crit, yeah. Saved.
Dude,
saved.
All right, good job, boys. Got the 15 crits. Next we have another Gabriel deck. This is. Oh no, this is a different deck. Well, he's got the 4 Nociels here
got the
again.
12 grade 3 lineup.
But he's got 2 of these grade 2. Is it PR? Yeah.
It's a good card. If you run 4 Nociels, like going to 5 damage is not that hard.
Yes, and he's got 16 crits. He's got 16 crits. So this guy went full on crazy mode. So yeah, as we can see, we've got. It looks like there's a trend going on. You know, they're moving more. They've cut out the heals. They finally cut the hospitals, and they're just going more into the burr mode. Like
I quite like this deck. I mean, like having no 1 copy and you have like 2 copies of that grade 2, 3 copies of that grade 1. It's like this is
just
perfect.
consistent, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know how your game's gonna turn out every single time. Turn 3, hope your opponent's dead.
Okay, next we have a
What is this?
Nociel?
Yeah.
So Nociel, we got the scalings. He's running this to the Dirty Raccoon to get power, I guess, and increase soul. He's running Amputation Angel, which is pretty interesting. This card, if there's like I think it's like Protect 2, it gets power.
Yep.
And then it has like 3 Protect 2s. It gets
like guard restrict.
Guard restrict. Sentinel restrict.
Yep.
That's pretty interesting. Like a Protect 2 focused Nociel, I guess makes.
I can see it work. You just smack with it, restand.
To be honest, it's a Protect 2 centric Nociel build is probably better because if you face against something like a Hamiel, you have massive things that can intercept.
Yeah.
And they're not running any retires, not running any of those great retire cards. So your Protect 2 is kind of safe, and then just outburr your opponent, right? So I think it's pretty interesting. This Amputation Angel, and doing well at locals. Next we have is another Nociel deck. Nociel really representing. He's running Amputation Angel as well.
Wait, this is can you go back to the previous one? Is it Reki's son? Yeah, this is the same guy. So it's actually the same guy.
Pretty good. So same guy.
Topped
Twice in the same weekend, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty cool. No, actually, I think this is just an old version. Oh well. So you can see the same deck. Sorry, boys, but actually this one just looks better. It's high quality. So yeah, we see the same deck, but yeah, Protect 2 centric build. Not much to say because it's the same deck.
Yep.
Next one we have is another Gabriel.
This one
This one is similar to the Tabitha build from VGCS, I think. 3 Nociel, 3 of the syringe lesser.
The core is there. Yeah, there's only like 2 card difference from the other list, so I think people are pretty much settled on like probably 45 cards in this deck, and then you just
pretty much. Like this isn't Tabitha's son, by the way. It's actually Mal's son, so a different guy, but
very similar.
Yeah, he liked the deck, and I think it's just pretty much near net deck. But that's fine. What works, and just copy it, boys. And if you like this, just copy this. Next we have is Gabriel again. Yeah,
that's
not Gabriel.
What's the name of that grade 3?
Malik. I can't say it, dude. So he's running. Okay.
I mean, you're rushing anyways.
Yeah, so I guess it's not focused on one-shotting.
Yep.
It's focused more on just bashing your opponent.
Yep.
And then if you don't get this and you get the Arc 8R, you can just call a field anyway and bash.
Yeah.
And then kind of use Hamiel as just like a finisher.
Yep. And you get like access to like sort of value grade 2 and grade 1s.
Yeah, he's got more guard restrict here. He's got retire to get rid of annoying cards. And then he's got heals. And he's running only 1 draw. But yeah, okay, that's pretty interesting. If you if you like your arcaders, this is a way to incorporate them into your deck.
This deck is also like super like high rarity.
Yeah, look, these are all SP.
Even the starter. I mean, the starter comes with it.
Wow, this guy's like, look at this holographic
Yeah,
here, man.
wow, that heal trigger looks sick.
Alright, cool. Next we have another Nociel deck. Protect 2 focused again, it seems. So maybe Protect 2 Nociel is the new way.
It's sort of like a Luard deck, isn't it?
Yeah. Stack the Protect 2s. Get power. Use two of the Amputation Angels, Scaling Angels, lots of... only a crit.
No, still have...
No, draws. 7 draws.
3 heal. That's a weird number, but...
Maybe, 3 heal, wow. I guess he doesn't really have, like... Oh no, there is ways to put Nociel. He's got the Scaling, that's right. So... Yeah, no, this is... I guess it's really interesting to see, like, much more Nociel decks popping up rather than Gabriel's. And that's good. It means more diversity.
Yeah.
Right? More diversity. Next we have Yasue. Yasue Hyuga. Hyuga Yasue.
Yucky.
So, moving on to the more rogue decks. Got the fronts, crits. Wait, he's got everything, eh? Fronts,
He's got
draws,
everything.
crits.
It's like super rainbow.
So, this deck is going to get buffed.
Yeah, because now you get more Shirayuki.
Gets more Shuri.
So now you can play like Yasuye, Tenma,
You can run the Shuriki as well. So I think this deck is going to undergo a lot of changes. If you've seen my video yesterday where I talk about the possible meta shifts, go check that one out. But yeah, I think this deck, as is now, I know the Yasui Hyuga builds are more to counter the strong decks in the beginning, like the Wards, which have a decent like mid game. But this is just to go faster. But I think you can go even faster now, right? Go faster with more Shurikis.
Yeah, and Shirayuki has like some decent grade 1 and 2s to run, so you know,
to fill up some random jank slots. Next we have Dimension Police. Okay. Laurels? Wow, okay. So I thought this was that Miracle Beauty Wombo combo deck, but it doesn't look like it. It's like kind of like a good stuff deck, just put everything that you want.
6 and crit.
Oh yeah, it's 60 crit. I guess it is kind of like a rush deck, except without the Wombo combo. So yeah, lots of crits. Die Arms, good to see Die Arms being played.
You have the Restander, grade 2.
Power creep happening, where everyone draws a bunch of cards, so Die Arm
Comes better.
becomes better. Next is, what? From Brunei? We have 7 Cs. Alright, 7
Wait,
Cs.
this guy won the whole thing.
Yeah. Pretty
Wow.
cool. But nice to see from Brunei. We don't really see many things from Brunei anyway, right? So
Yeah, actually, that's true.
they're showing us 7 Cs, so pretty cool. I think they have the whole top 4. So 7 Cs played against some. I think it's like a Luard deck, is it?
Second place is Shadow.
Yeah. So is this Luard? Yeah, Luard, and then he's with Morin Spear.
It's got a lot of signs for Smarkers.
And then we have Gurguit.
Third place.
Oh, no Max Slash, dude. That's why.
Oh, that's why he
no
lost,
Max Slash, dude. And then what was it? 4th place? Harry, okay.
Oh, yeah,
with
this is
Alice,
like a...
Alice Harry. Oh, it's got the Bengal as well. So yeah, pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, thanks for showing us some Brunei Vanguard, man. And next we have Spike Brothers.
Ooh.
Spike Brothers. This is kind of unexpected. So the PR here. Kind of standard trigger lineup, 3 Bull Spike. So yeah, nothing really much has changed. Rising is still staying Rising.
Grade 1 lineup though.
I think this is like the flex card.
Yeah.
So could just be anything you want, I guess. But overall, yeah, I think this is pretty standard.
Yeah, it's sort of figured out. The deck's pretty much the combos.
It's also cheap.
I mean, you can max the whole thing and it will probably cost you like.
Won't cost too much,
what,
especially in Japan. So
yeah.
Spike isn't played much in Japan.
Yep, compared to the West. So.
All right, next what is? Whoa, Blouse! Wow, it's your favorite.
It's
Nova Gappers, man.
No.
Huh? You don't like Blouse anymore?
Tried it. The deck is okay.
That's okay. Okay.
I mean, those PRs that he played are like, I can see them work, but they're sort of lame. One of them is like CB1 draw 1.
It's as good as it gets, man.
The other one's like CB2, get a grade 3 or something.
Yeah, it's as good as it gets, dude. I mean, playing Blouse.
On something, so
yeah,
props to him.
It's cheap, right?
It is
cheap.
their
Look at his sleeves on the
Roboko sleeves.
Wow.
Cultured, thank you.
Cultured, okay.
It's
Cool.
got the, is this SP? It's only it is. It
SSP
is.
blouse, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, this you can actually build this in English, right? Except for the PRs, but I'm pretty sure you can just replace the
you
PRs
can
with
replace
anything
them
else.
Yeah.
So,
Bouncers.
yeah, street bounce. Yeah, no, yeah, build bows, good stuff. Next we have Messiah.
Messiah.
Hey, so
Actually-
big change to Messiah, right?
Yeah. We've
That's
seen
it.
a comeback.
Yeah.
We've seen a few Messiahs actually.
This PR like
That's
is
it's bonkers.
pretty good. You don't need to play this order anymore.
Yep.
Like normally you run 4 of this. Throw that away. Throw it into the bin.
So if you don't know what it does, I think so come play to Vanguard, you lock a card and you draw one.
Yeah,
So you can
right.
turn one Volca. And it's like the regard ability is also like really strong. I think once per turn you can like CB1 unlock a card.
Yeah.
And then
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually pretty insane.
Like one problem with Messiah is that you'd have turns which don't really do anything.
Yeah, you just call your lock cards in main fence, and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with it because I
4
don't have
attacks.
my exactly.
Feels bad, eh?
So that card solves all your problems.
Yes.
Including the I drew my Volcas earlier and I don't have a way to lock it.
Yeah, and you can also call it out, right?
Yep.
So to set it up for your future turns as
Yeah,
well. So
and it also fills the Great One slot, which you've been struggling. I think people played the leaders.
yeah, we've seen some weird grade 1 slots to counter the meta. So yeah, this basically changes the game a lot.
Can we get that in English?
No. No.
I actually don't mind Messiah.
Yeah, it's the one deck that you play in standard.
That is true.
Next we have
Oh.
another. Well, this is the Wombo combo dimension, please.
Yeah, this is the one shot, one punch.
One punch, vanillas, defense.
Yep.
Lots of defense there, lots of draws. So similar to what we saw in the previous, I think one of the VMC qualifiers, or WGP qualifiers, one of those. But yeah, anyway, so pretty interesting. The one shot, one punch man.
Yep.
Dimension Police making its comeback.
I mean, it makes sense in a meta where like giving your opponent counterblast kills you.
Now you give them a lot of counterblast.
Yeah,
And when just watching
once.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Only in locals, boys. Except sometimes at VMC and WGPs. Next we have Geek Chronicle.
GC is still around. Yeah.
Well, you can't build this in English because you're missing the ripple until next year.
Wait, did they say we're getting it?
Yeah, we're getting it.
Okay.
Just not now.
So by the time you get it, it's like
It's kind of a bit late, I think. Oh no, we get clan selection. Clan selection gives us new cards.
yeah.
So, just hold on. It's still okay. It's like a tier 3 deck in English, so
it's definitely still
average
playable.
deck.
Yeah.
Playable but average. But unfortunately, yeah, need that ribble. Next we have Poverty Nova Grapplers. I'd say didn't even have enough money to build a map.
Just like spews the card on the table.
Like, I mean, Victor is super cheap, right?
Yeah,
So
it's like
if you-
120 yen,
120 yen.
including tax.
Man, have you seen this trigger lineup? It's like
one copy.
he couldn't find any triggers. He just threw together all the triggers he had.
Probably like his friends probably gave him like the cards and he just built a deck out of it. So I
I
respect.
know, right? Like, so Poverty Nova Grapplers can still win games.
Yeah, so-
if you guys don't have much money, you can build Novas. You can build
you-
Victor.
You probably need to get a bunch of like Axel 2s. That's like
I think the XL2s might cost more. They're the. All right. Next we have another Messiah deck.
oh, this time that great lineup.
No orders, but harmonics Messiah. And this again,
Yeah,
this
definitely.
PR just put in the work. Pretty crazy.
Definitely brings the deck like up. Also means
Like,
you can
not
summon
like it's definitely not tier 1 guys,
Yeah.
but at least you can still play this and not feel bad. Like
Yeah.
in your friendly games, right? With your friends, you can take this out and not feel bad. I mean,
that's the only time you can bring like Link Jokers in a friendly.
yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, it's like this is the age where bringing out a Link Joker deck against your friend is not as bad as bringing out a Gold Paladin Go-Go deck. Or
What a time to be alive.
what a time to be alive, right? And then I think lastly for standard, we have Megacolony.
Super blurred.
Super blur. I
Let's
think
see.
I hate Megacolony. I think this deck is jank, but he did something with it. He did something with it. So props to him. Just a very standard Gridora deck, you know, very as standard as it gets.
Yeah.
Got the dark faces and all that. So yeah, just less. I think there's like less gimmicks in this deck where they play a bunch of one-offs to try to get whatever you want,
Yeah.
and just more focused.
I mean,
on
you just get your grade
consistency.
1, search your nulls, attack, trigger crits, restand.
Yeah, I think that's
pretty
fine. Pretty much it. Okay, so lastly, we do have another format that people forget, and that is premium.
premium.
So,
Premium time.
premium
boys.
time. We haven't forgotten premium. Let's take a look at it. First, we have
Oh.
Uodairu. Alright, Murakumo still representing. I think everyone was hyping about how good Nudiao is, and then we had another faction of people who were like, guys, Nudiao is overrated, it's inconsistent. But yeah, here we go. If you want to see some premium, you got Zarzan, Nudiao.
If you like Hyuga,
Yeah.
and you think you can play Hyuga in like standard, just play this.
Yeah. Pretty much. You gotta leave the bar again. That's pretty much it, right?
You get all the enjoyment of like playing Hyuga in this deck.
Yeah. Alright. Next we have Pale Moon.
Oh, yeah.
So I know Derek likes Pale Moon. He's another Pale Moon
It's
list.
a familiar build.
Like just pretty much standard as well. Standard plus. Overall, Dorian at 1, unfortunately, got restricted in standard, but
Still in premium.
Still at 1, Cat and Boots and all that. So yeah, cool premium deck. I think it's kind of a standard Pale Moon right
Yep.
now. People, if they're just playing around with something like this, that's all right. Next we have what is
this?
Megacolony?
This premium?
Premium. Who plays premium Megacolony? All right.
Which Gridora Grade 3 is that? Is that
I think that's the new Ghidorah.
the
He's
new
got cradles. He's got things that put on cradles. Does this deck do anything? Like this, premium Megacolony, right, is literally the standard Megacolony, except you stride into a Ghidorah that pretty much does the same thing.
Yeah.
That's the original. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it's better because cradles kind of suck in premium. So now your opponent can't call G Guardians, which is actually significant. He's got some antlines, Phantom Black, so you can at least do like some Zor combos and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, you can cheese out games. So yeah, interesting. Megacolon, I didn't expect this. I thought this was just junk. Is there the new card? I don't think it's a new card at all, right? No new strike.
Just like, I mean,
junk new strike.
you can't replace those strides in like Megacolony.
Oh well.
Actually, maybe that's the.
No, I think it's the GBA. It's GBA, right? Yeah. Next we have is Evolve against Korea. Another Murakumo. Nudiao really just put in the work, Yeah, he's got the Huangs as well, just to make sure his opponent cannot play. Give him the damage.
Yep, give him the damage.
Oh,
right.
four new PRs. 4 new PRs. So you can't play this, guys. Unlucky. You have to wait to clan selection.
Yeah, this one just like it's the less vanilla build.
Yep.
But achieves the same thing.
Yes. And then in second place there was a Big Belly deck. So
Oh, interesting.
Big Belly and Premium. I think everyone is kind of on the Big Belly train in Premium rather than Standard because it just goes lots of more work in Premium. Interesting, he's not running the new Isabel to stack his deck. So, but then he's not running like Marimata. So I think it's like much more aggressive. Yeah. Much more aggressive build.
But your slots is sort of it's very tight.
Is there any mics? Where's the mics? Is there mics? I don't think there's mics.
So.
No, that's a mic, right? Is it? No, that's not the mic. Huh. Okay, that's weird. Alright, next we have another Murakumo deck. So, this guy doesn't even have a full G-Zone. That is how standard this deck can be.
There is not a single G card, like premium card, in the main deck.
This guy can play...
you have the Strider.
This guy can play early G, because he has less than 8 G-Zone cards. Oh no, he can't, he's running G-Guardians. So. Yeah, no, he's got less than 8. So this just proves all you need is Nudiao.
It's like if you want to go back to like the Hyuga meta, but you still want to win. Yeah,
it's like you only have 2 turns to play anyway, right? Before you're dead, so
like you literally pick up that old Hyuga deck, get like how many cards?
Get some strides, get some crits. And yeah, pump power and win the game. And then lastly for premium, there was a rivals tournament by Robbie.
Oh.
So first place was Trans Am Cargo is what people are calling it, right?
Get the crazy token.
What I don't like about this deck is it runs 4 heals and 2 draw triggers. So it's not max stand.
What's the correct trigger lineup?
16 stand.
16 stand.
All right.
16 stand.
I want to see. I guess you could go 12 if you don't feel like you're confident enough. But 16, you just. I mean, if your Regar's not standing, you're not doing it right.
That's true. That's true. You're just playing like a lamer version of Lame Cup Gero.
Yeah, that's right. One's a Zan to boost your like Dohas and stuff.
Why not?
So, yeah, that's correct. All right, second place. Let's go through them all. We got another Murakumo deck. So
this is premium.
Nudiao doing its work. Yeah, pretty much standard. Yeah, it is just standard.
It's just the old like
standard deck. Good job, good boys. Now this is 4th place. Sorry, so 1st to 4th. Now 3rd place, Pale Moon. It's good.
It's Nightmare Doll.
Oh, it is, eh? Crazy. Nightmare Doll. Oh, okay. Just tell Derek to build this and see how it feels like. And then lastly, in 2nd place, right? It was Oh, okay, it's another cargo deck. Another vanilla cargo deck. How many stands? Okay, you already see 4 heals, so 12 stands. 12 stands.
That's doing
so
it okay.
I'm surprised he came second. I thought he would come first because he's running more stands than the other guy. But yeah, no, so I guess this is... I kind of like this deck more than the other one, sorry, first place. Just because he has 12 stands.
Yeah, maybe got a great sack or something.
Yeah, maybe got great
Things happen.
Things happen.
It's Vanguard.
It's life, it's reality. Yeah. So that's it. This was a long video, alright? 40 minutes? Wow.
40 minutes?
That was 40 minutes? Dude, we need to curate better. There's just so much to talk about. Surprisingly, even though it's just locals.
It's Vanguard. It's like
It's Vanguard.
It's job tournaments. You can do everything.
You can do anything and anything.
Yeah.
Right? Everything and anything. Okay, so let's wrap it up. Thanks for joining in on this epic journey through locals and looking at locals. So if you're a foreigner and you want to show your decks, I don't know, just tag Cardfight Vanguard or something and maybe we'll see it.
Yeah.
And show off some of your local builds and we'll feature them. All right. Because we see a lot of Japanese builds, see a lot more in the future. But
Like I know you guys at home are building weird decks, so we need to see a bit of that.
I mean, even if it's like online locals, just do it, dude. You win online locals, post up a list,
Yeah.
and maybe we'll see it, alright? So yeah, thanks for having us, thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you like top decks, and I'll see you guys in the next one, right, Calvin?
All right.
Anything you want to say? What's your favorite deck?
Definitely not Gurgit.
Okay. That's an easy answer. Alright, we'll wrap it up. It's 41 minutes now.
All right. We'll see you guys next time, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Bye.